coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. Bam, bam, boom, 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 boom. I appreciate the support. 33 years, man. 33 years of prison stories, man. We out here, we rolling, man. We pushing out this positive content, man. We pushing it out, man. We pushing it out. Yes. 33 years of prison stories, man. We just getting started, man. We just getting started, man. A lot can happen in 12,000, man. 65 something plus days, man. 12,360 something, count the jail and everything. 12,000 plus, a lot of things can happen. Seen a lot of things, been through a lot of things, witnessed a lot of things, man. So we pushing this message out there, man. Like I say, this is a movement. It's not a moment. We pushing it out there so these youngins can understand what they're signing up for. What you're actually signing up for. Because make no mistake about it, like I say, you got to volunteer for this life. You got to volunteer for this life. You got to raise your hand by what you're doing out here, you know. So we trying to get them to keep their hands down, man. Hands down, you know. So appreciate everybody who rock with me, man. Appreciate everybody who with the movement. Everybody who comes in that morning mud. Everybody comes in that late night Twitch. Everybody that's joined the membership. Peace and love, man. I appreciate it. Man. We're on the road to 100K, man. We will get there. If not today, tomorrow. If not next month, the month after. If not next year, the year after. But we're going to keep on pushing. Big love to everybody who support me. Big love to everybody in TBP Nation. We out here. Let's get it. Oh, man, today on my train of thought, man, I was just thinking about, you know, how the system is, man. And like I say, the system in itself is crooked. It's super crooked. But it's just so many contradictions in the system. There's so many, you know what I'm saying, so many flaws in it, man. I don't know how it could ever get fixed, you know. But I could remember, man, over the years, man, when I first started, man, how they started housing. I started seeing certain dudes that was housed by themselves. You know what I'm saying? You know, like they in a cell by themselves. Some I've been on places where they got 2-man cells and people is in the cell by themselves. And you know, if everybody had a choice, they would want to be in the cell by themselves. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be in there with somebody else. You want your solitude, your peace, your peace of mind, and you ain't got to worry about what's going on when you sleep. None of that, you know. So if everybody had a choice, I'm sure that they would be in the cell by themselves. But everybody don't have that choice, man. You got to go in the cell with whoever they put you in there with. But man, I'm thinking in my mind now, the first one that really came to my mind, man, was recent on my mind was Bolo. Bolo, man. Not the Bolo that I told y'all about. This is another Bolo. This is Predator Bolo. Yeah, Predator. Predator. This Bolo right here is notorious in the system. He known, man, for doing what he do. You know what I'm saying? He was a predator, man. You know what I'm saying? He was a big dude. Big old joker, man. Big old muscle dude, bald head. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, he was on that stuff, man, where, you know, he was into, you know, taking advantages of dudes, you know what I'm saying? Particularly young white dudes or either just young dudes in general. But I think his target, to my understanding, was the young white dudes. And, you know, everybody they put in the cell with Bolo, you know what I'm saying? He ended up getting it. If they want that type of dude or want that type of dude that he thought he could turn into that type of dude, he was beating them up and rumbling them and getting them up out of the cell. And he kept that cell open, man, for when somebody came in there, they put a young person in there or something like that. And yeah, he was taking advantage of. Now, who knows how many of them did he actually got before somebody actually said so? You know what I'm saying? And when somebody finally said something, you know, little white boy or something, you know, supposed to have said that Bolo, you know what I'm saying, took advantage of him. And when he actually said something, then they, you know, they came and got Bolo, locked him up, gave him a charge or whatever the case may be. And you would think, you would think that after that, then, you know what I'm saying, he would you know, try some other stuff or leave that alone. But yeah, that became his MO, man. That became his MO, man, and he just started, you know, to my understanding, he won't going home, you know. So that became his MO, man. So he was not only doing it to who they put in his cell, he was running down the other dudes' cells, you know, the little young white dudes and stuff, and doing what he do, man. I mean, he was a real live predator out there on the compound, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what he was on. You know what I'm saying? He on them cheeks, and that's what he was doing, man. And by the time that I run into him, I'm up in the mountains, and they got him up there because, you know, eventually, if you on flatland and you cutting up doing anything, let alone that's where you gonna end up at. That's your that's the last stop right there. That's the last button on Jacob's coat. You know what I'm saying? If you can't get it right up there, they're gonna send you out of state. They send you out of state, you come back, you still coming back to there, to the mountains. You're not leaving the mountains if you deem a serious threat of any kind. You're not leaving out that mountains. You know what I'm saying? And they got to fill them beds up there, so they want you up there anyway. So it works out for them. You know, your misery is their paycheck. So, you know what I'm saying? That's how they like it. So, yeah, Bolo, when I get up there, you know, they got him on single cell status. But I had already heard all these things about him. You know what I'm saying? So to visually put the eye on him, you know what I'm saying, was crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I seen, man, you know, when you on that type of status where they got you in a super max and they got you on some, you know, you got to be in the cell by yourself status, you know, then you limited to a lot of other things that everybody else on the compound is limited to. So they actually had Bolo in a seg unit, single cell by itself. But when they got you like that, they got to give you a job. You know what I'm saying? Because they got to be able to afford you to be able to support yourself, especially if you ain't got no support coming from home. You know what I'm saying? So they got to give you a job, a state job, which I don't know how they consider that supporting yourself, because a regular basic state job going to get you about $27, $28 a month. Yeah, you heard me right, a month. So I guess that'd be the blank. You know what I'm saying? So they actually had Bolo back in the SEG unit, and they had him a job where he come out, he be the one that's pushing the broom, cleaning up, this, that, and the third. Now, he's such a predator that he back there, even when he can come out of segregation, he going around looking in dudes' doors so he can just look at the little young dudes and, you know, try to, you know, talk his talk to him, talk his freak nasty talk to him, and try to intimidate him into doing things or whatever, right? But, man, he was, yeah, he's sick with it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, sick with it. They actually, like I say, gave this dude a single cell. He can't, if he do go to population, and I've heard they've got him from back there and put him in population, but every time they put him in population, same thing happens. But even when they put him in population, they put him in the population in a single cell status. But if you got him around these other dudes, he gonna eventually pick somebody and he gonna try somebody. You know what I'm saying? He gonna pick somebody, he gonna try somebody. And depending upon if them dudes go tell it or not, whether he get locked up or not. But you're talking about a dude that's a super predator, so it ain't nothing they can really do with him. He ain't going home. He ain't going, obviously he's not going to stop doing it. So what, you know what I'm saying, what choice do they have? They don't even really have no choice. You know what I'm saying? But they got to find a way to deal with him. And I don't even think the penitentiary equipped to deal with dudes like that. Besides, like I say, put them in the cell and just leave them in the cell segregation and don't let them out and have contact with nobody. So I think that's what they eventually was doing with Bolo when I got up there, having him in the segregation zone and just giving him a job. But he really can't have physical contact with nobody except for when them dudes come out for a shower in segregation. The police is out there, cuff you up to take you to a shower, put you in the shower, take the handcuffs off of you, and put a lock on the door on the shower, and you in the shower. But they saying that Bolo be up there walking up to the showers on the dudes, man. You know what I'm saying? While they in the shower, because they still got him out there cleaning up. You know what I'm saying? So he walking up to the shower on dudes, intimidating dudes in the shower. You know what I'm saying? So, man, yeah, that was just crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? And I had never really been around the dude. I just was hearing all these things about the dude. I hadn't been around him until I actually got up there in the mountains. And I could see him. I was in the block with him. So I could see how he moving. And I'm putting all of these things that I heard about him in my head. And I'm looking at this joke and I'm like, man, that's crazy. And even more so crazy, the B-More story that I told y'all about, the thing that went down with Cupcake, they had him up there in the other part of the segregation under the same status, single cell status. Single cell status, couldn't be in there with nobody for the same reason. For the same reason. And they also say they let B-More out on population. Same thing happened, he go back. Now, I don't know if B-More got a release date. I don't know how much time he got. But to my understanding, Bolo, you know what I'm saying, had, you know, time where he can't get out. He on some no get back. So, and this how he choose to live his life, man, and this is what he was doing. And this is the thing that these young people need to know. You may go into prison and run into somebody like that. You may go into prison young and don't know what's going on and ain't bothering nobody, but you running into, or you have an opportunity or a chance to run into somebody who already on another level of thinking, and it ain't about you, it's about him and the sickness that's in his brain that he may try to impose on you. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, and they got dudes like that in there, man. They got some dudes like that in there, and over the years they've had dudes like that in there, man. Since I've been doing time, they had them type of dudes, man, where they got these dudes on single cell status. And at first, when I used to see dudes on single cell status, I used to be like, man, I wonder why they don't put nobody in the cell with him. You know what I'm saying? And I can remember asking somebody one time in my bit when the whole block was filled up, but this dude just kept having the single cell. And I was like, man, why don't put nobody in there? And dude was like, they can't. And I said, what you mean they can't? He said, he can't put nobody in there with him. I'm like, why? He said, oh, I just know, I heard they can't put nobody in there with him. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times dudes don't be like visual where you can look at him and see this, that. Bolo was, because Bolo was big. He was a real big dude, you know what I'm saying, look intimidating. But some of them dudes may not even look intimidating, man, and they, you know, from the naked eye. But what they're doing and the things that they're capable of doing is what makes them, you know, dangerous and on that type of status, man. But it's been like that for a while, man. But see, like I say, this the contradiction in prison, though. You know, like, you know, they'll put somebody in the cell with you that's sick. You know what I'm saying? And they act like it ain't none of your business and wouldn't even tell. I mean, whatever the case may be, even if it's something to the state, they put people in the cell with you. They might got HIV. They'll put people in the cell with you. They got cancer. They'll put people in the cell with you that's on dialysis. You know, they'll put people in the cell with you that has seizures. All of these type of things, man. Epilepsy, and you will have to deal with it. You know, because that's who they put in the cell with you. It's not even an issue that you could go to them and say, I don't want to be in the cell with you. You'll have to go to jail. You'll have to go to segregation. You see what I'm saying? But yet, when they have somebody this you know, attacking people, you know what I'm saying, to that type of status, they won't put nobody. They'll give that person a single cell. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, even like when the COVID came out, I had dudes that was calling home. I came home right during the COVID. But I had dude that was calling home to me, telling me during the pandemic that when they doing the testing and all of that type of stuff, dudes that come up that got COVID, they'll leave him in the cell with you and quarantine him. And you ain't tested positive for COVID, but they'll lock your door and won't let you out or won't let him out, and they'll quarantine you in there with a dude that got COVID. Instead of even moving you and quarantining him, they will lock you in the cell with this dude and put that cell on lock because it's a COVID case in there. But they won't move you. See what I'm saying? They won't move. You know, so man, it's rough, man. Prison is a rough deal, man. It's a real rough deal, man. You got to you got to know what's going on in there, man. And some of this stuff may sound crazy to people out here in the free world. That's because they never lived this type of life. But man, trust me when I tell you, man, this type of life and the things that's going on behind them walls, man, is unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? It's unbelievable, man, but it's actual and it's factual. You know, so Yeah, man, but they had them dudes like that on single cell status, man. Bolo, they could not put nobody in the cell with him. Because after all of the things that he has done to previous people, if in fact they put somebody in the cell with him and he does that to somebody, though that puts them at risk for a lawsuit that they will be completely liable for, because you already know the history of them, and then you place somebody in harm's way by putting them in the cell with him. Same thing with with BMO. So, this is how these dudes get these single cell status. And it ain't that they want the single cell status. They got the single cell status because the prison is trying to protect themselves. Yo, TBP Nation. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the support, man. If you watching this content, man, I'm assuming that you dig it, man. You understand me? So I would appreciate it if you check your status, man. Make sure you subscribe, man. A lot of people watching, man, they ain't subscribed, but they don't even know it. They just ain't took the time to do it. Check your status. Make sure you subscribe. Like the video. Comment on the video. I talk back. Y'all already know that, man. We out here, man. We on the road to 100K, man. Let's get there, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell his uncle and his auntie. We over here pushing P. Positive content. Holla at your boy. Yeah, but over the years, man, I've seen a lot of dudes with single cell status. And then sometimes they get a single cell status like that to dudes who work for them, who got them jobs, man, them hopping bobs and jokers like that, man. You be in a whole block with 84 people, man. This dude, you know what I'm saying, you only want to be in the cell with who you in the cell with, and everybody beefing and people don't like their cell partners or whatever, but they can't do nothing about it. But yeah, you got this dude down here got a whole single cell by himself. You know what I'm saying? Like Teddy Bear. Teddy Bear had a whole single cell. He worked over there at the administration. And they won't put nobody in the cell with him. Why? Because he ain't want nobody in the cell with him, and they catered to him because he worked for them. You know what I'm saying? Teddy Bear be in a double cell and got the whole top bunk full with commissary and this stuff and everything, because he ain't got to worry about nobody coming in there, because they not going to put nobody in the cell with him. They not going to put nobody in the cell with him. You know what I'm saying? And then you got dudes have displayed so much violence, you know what I'm saying, throughout their bit, that they don't put people in the cell with them. You know what I'm saying? Those are dudes like on Power Town. When I was on Power Town, it was a criteria to get a single cell. It was only a certain amount of single cells available. But, you had to be on the list to get it. But some dudes was going to get it anyway. And they put them in there just because they not accepting those cell partners. Calvin Tucker, a bad mother. Watch your mouth. Calvin Tucker, they won't put nobody in the cell with Tuck. Ain't nobody going to want to be in the cell with Tuck. Ain't nobody gonna last in the cell with Tuck. You know what I'm saying? Tuck walking around in the cell naked all day, sitting on the bed naked. You know what I'm saying? And ain't covering up his dope. Ain't nobody going in the cell with Tucker, and they know that. And he crazy, and he'll push that Bethlehem until it break. So Tuck had single cell. They had a dude up there, what's his name, man? They said, or two, like I say, dudes might got bodies in the system. They'll put them in the single cell sometime, depending on what institution they on. I remember they had the dude Bullock up in there. They say he had a single cell in the block for over 25 years. 25 years, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's just different circumstances, man, and situations, man. But these dudes will get these single cells. And then, like I told y'all, out of all that, like Mecklenburg, look at Mecklenburg. Mecklenburg is where it was all this mountain supermax stuff before they had supermax. Told you this is where they had death row. This is where they had a limited amount of convicts, only the ones that was getting in trouble, violent trouble mostly. And every cell on Mecklenburg was single cell because they knew everybody on there was potentially dangerous. So every cell on there was single cell. You know what I'm saying? Every cell was a single cell. You ain't getting no cell partner on Mecklenburg. You know what I'm saying? But then you got, like I say, you got these institutions, man, where one time when I first came to the system, you could force a dude out to say, man, he ain't rocking with you, you ain't rocking with him. Be like, man, you got to go ahead and get up out here. Whoever was in there first lay claim to the cell. You know what I'm saying? And most of the time that would work, because the dude don't want to stay in there where he feel like he at risk or he feel like he going to have a problem. So he'll move, you know what I'm saying? Not that, even if you not saying he a coward, it's just the fact that he know it's going to be a problem. He may don't get along with you, that y'all can tell that y'all personalities ain't going to match off the rip. So he'll move because he just coming in there invading your space. But then as time went on, like I say, the system progressively got worse and worse as I was in there every year. So as time went on, they stopped that because bed space was limited. You know what I'm saying? So when you go in the cell and you come out of seg, or you move in a block and you go in the cell with somebody, you see y'all ain't vibing, and then that person say, man, he don't want you in there, you try to move, and they going to ask you why, and you going to say, man, I just can't believe it. They going to say, you got to go back to the cell. And or if you say some crazy stuff like, well, he told me I can't come in there, they coming in, they going to pull up on you and say, you trying to stop the person from moving in here? You know what I'm saying? And if you say, yeah, I don't want him in there or whatever, they going to tell you pack your stuff. You going to jail. They getting the whole cell. You going to jail. See what I'm saying? So times change, man. That's why they be able to throw all these different people in your cell with you, man. You don't know who you might get. And you don't know what they might have bringing in your cell, or what their agenda is, or what kind of person they is. You see what I'm saying? So it's just man, it's just getting worse and worse in prison, man. I'm telling you, it gets worse and worse. Every year it gets worse in prison. Every year they're losing more and more things that dudes have fought for a long time. You know what I'm saying? They're losing them. They're taking them back because they got a different breed of people in prison there. And they can do what they want to do. When I first came in, they getting pushed back on everything. Everything. Anything that they try to take, anything they try to implement, anything new, them dudes won't go on for nothing. But it's a different breed in there now, man. And they and the system is trying to take back over. And as they're taking back over, they're implementing rules, man, that's more akin to slavery than it is to doing time or rehabilitation. You know, when you got dudes in there like Bolo that you giving single cells to because he is actually in there taking advantage of dudes trying to take their cheeks, and y'all can't do nothing about it. Y'all can't do nothing about it. This man got numerous of charges, street charges, for doing what he done. You know what I'm saying? And I've heard that some dudes that he did it to have used that to get out of prison. You know what I'm saying? To get out of prison, to keep from the prison getting a lawsuit. You see what I'm saying? And that's a heck of a way to get out of prison, but I've heard that has happened, you know, dealing with him. But he's known in that system, and his name is known. It rings bells in there, you know what I'm saying, about this particular, you know, occurrence right here. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So for all the people who think, and I left from the mountains in what, 2013 or something like that. So this was in full effect. You know what I'm saying? So people who be saying, oh, that's like the old movies now. They don't be doing that to dudes in there. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, you believe that. I'm telling you that it goes on in there. It always been going on in there the whole time I've been in there. You know what I'm saying? One way or another. You know what I'm saying? Dudes is getting taken advantage of. Dudes is getting robbed. Dudes is getting extorted. Dudes is getting beat up. Dudes is getting savaged, man. That's just a part of prison life. And I don't think they're going to be able to change that or curtail that anywhere on the planet, man. If it's a prison, you know, up and running, some of these activities is going on. It's going on more on some camps and less on others, but it's definitely going on. It's definitely going on, you know what I'm saying? And like I say, the only answer that the administration got that I know of, at least down here in Virginia prison, is to single cell the dude. You know what I'm saying? To single cell the dude. And it's illegal now. Right before I left, they changed the law. It's illegal now to have dude on segregation status for years at a time. You can't even do that no more. But once upon a time, they could house a dude in seg for years and years and years. Go back to Hercules. That's why Hercules was housed by itself. They wouldn't put nobody in the cell with Hercules. Hercules was in segregation because of what he was doing out there. Hercules was in segregation one time 16, 17 years straight. 16, 17 years straight because he a predator. But he was a predator towards not only the weak inmates, but the women. You know what I'm saying? The women, to my understanding, he got 2 charges on 2 different institutions for attacking female COs and you know what I'm saying, taking advantage of them. And then beat them savagely. You know what I'm saying? Savagely. And he got out on the street eventually and came right back and was up in the mountains. But they had him on population in the cell with somebody that he was trying to take advantage of. And dude was in there scared to death. You see what I'm saying? Scared to death. And eventually that dude ended up going to jail. You know what I'm saying? He ended up going to jail. So it is what it is, man. It's a part of prison life. It's not gonna change, man. It just is what it is, man. This is why, you know, we trying to keep you youngins from up out of there, man, because I promise you, this ain't a life that you want to live. This ain't the type of things you want to go through. And I know you may be saying in your mind, because you're free now and you have that luxury, man, if it's me, I'm going to do this. You're not going to know what you're going to do until you are in that position. In that position is when you're going to know what you're going to do. And like I say, it's consequences to all things that go with it. You're going to win, lose, or draw. It's going to be consequences to all of that. So you're going to have to be willing to spend the rest of your life in prison to protect yourself from being taken advantage of in prison. So where you winning at? You know what I'm saying? The only way you winning is just don't go to prison. That's the only way you winning, Joe, is don't go to prison. Because these type of things is going on, man, and you can lay flat and believe that they're going on, and you have these type of individuals in prison with this type of agenda, and they ain't gonna change that agenda. That is who they is. You know what I'm saying? It is who they is, man. But yeah, man, they couldn't even put nobody in the cell with Bolo, man. They could not put nobody in the cell with him because of his, you know, ways and the way he was carrying it and the way he was doing this time. And he won't hide it. He won't hide it, and he ain't had no shame about it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, boy, crazy. Penitentiary is crazy. I try to tell y'all, man. Please believe me. But yeah, man, I just wanted to share that with y'all, man. Let y'all know, man. They got dudes, and Bolo is the one I'm talking about. But there's a lot more. It's a lot more, man. That's on that type of time and it's on that type of status. You know what I'm saying? Where they can't even put nobody in the cell with them because of, you know what I'm saying, the violence and the stuff that they have already displayed. Because if they do and something happen, the administration will be liable for that, man. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Talk to me. I talk back. Like I say, man, it's a blessing in every lesson, man. And the blessing is, man, that I'm giving you this good game, man. Because if you can hear it, that means you're more than likely free and you on these streets, man. Think about it, man. Think about what you're doing, man. Don't do what you think. Think about what you're doing so you never end up in a position like this, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Talk to me. I talk back, man. Y'all be safe, be smart, make good decisions. Big love to TBP Nation. Big love to the Morning Mud. Big love to the Evening Twitch. And big love to my membership. Members only, baby. Y'all know what it is. New videos coming soon, man. Y'all be safe, man. And bang, bang, boom, boom, boom. Duck them hooks. Duck the penitentiary, man. Boom. Boom. Holla at everybody out there on Team Banky Pound. Y'all know I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. Big love to my membership, man. If y'all ain't got a membership, man, you know, you don't know what you're missing. We got exclusive content over there. I'm going to be dropping videos over there on the membership, man, that I can't drop over here. So if you want a membership, come over there and get it, man. It's for the low right now. So come over there and get it, man, and check out this exclusive content. I appreciate everybody who got it. Big love to all of y'all. We out here. More videos coming soon.
The banky special. Yeah. Pure deliciousness. Pure deliciousness, man.
My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm going to have something because I'm rich in personality. You know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.